Miles, great to see you. Welcome to Popternative.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
I mean, I remember when this show was announced, right? That we were getting something from the It universe. Episodes
Uh-huh.
are rolling out. How are you feeling about everything?
I'm feeling very, very excited about all this actually happening. It's been a second.
Absolutely. Now we'll chat about kind of episode one that
Okay.
aired. First of all, happy Halloween, by the way.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And it's interesting too, right? Because auditions might be different depending on kind of the project and everything, right? What
Mhm.
was this audition process like? Did you audition for the character of Matty?
Yeah, so I auditioned straight from Maddie. There wasn't too much specialty with it. That was back in December of 22, I think. So I did a little self-tape there. I filmed, I think, the car scene
Mhm.
in the opening. That was what I was auditioning with. Sent that in and waited about a year because of all the strike stuff before we actually got in there.
Mhm. Absolutely. OUT. How many times have you heard those letters?
One or two by now, every once in a while.
It's interesting, right? Because in episode one, we see Matty in a lot of different scenes, right? We see him in a movie
Mhm.
theater, we see him in a car, right? We see him with Lily at some point as well. Did it feel sometimes like you were shooting like those scenes because they're all different scenes? Did they feel like their own different kind of projects or TV shows once you were filming them, or did it all feel part of It Welcome to Derry?
I mean, I'd say, with one exception, everything really felt like I'm continuing the story along. The one time that it broke that was when we were filming the actual Music Man side of the final theater scene, where we're just suddenly filming this little musical over here, and it felt slightly strange to carry over from all the other very grounded 60s stuff we were
Yeah,
doing.
absolutely. And episode one has come out, and crazy insanity involving Maddie's character. Um, People are still having nightmares about that last
Mhm.
scene in episode one.
Yeah,
Were
sorry
there
about that.
moments where it was scary to film certain scenes of It Welcome to Derry? Because a lot happens in effects afterwards, right? Post production. But like, were you ever situations where you were scared kind of at times with certain scenes?
Honestly, once you're at it for the 12th hour of filming the scene, they lose a bit of their punch on the filming side.
Yeah. I know it's interesting to think about because I mean you're providing the nightmares though, and Maddie, especially in that movie theater scene. I mean that smile. I mean, how's it
Oh,
been kind of talking to your family and friends and everything now that an episode is out? You can finally talk about it. Is it crazy to kind of see the reception?
yes. Yeah, it is. I have been wanting to quote the opening car scene to people so many times, and now we finally have this opportunity.
And we can, which is amazing. Did you feel like it was a unique casting situation where like you're joining a world where there's familiar territory and unfamiliar territory at the same time? Because we know about the first two It movies, we know about the Stephen King books, but we don't know this is a prequel. So there's a lot of characters we don't know about. So like as an actor, like you know what's going on, but at the same time you don't know what's going on. Did you think about that at all? It's interesting, right?
Yeah, I kind of did. It was a weird balancing act to figure out what this show was actually going to be when I was in the whole audition process for this.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually we got to see the script for all that, and
Mm-hmm.
we saw it. It's little territory it's now in.
It's is it exciting to see is it also exciting to be part of something really spooky and terrifying at a time where that content and like horror movies and everything are so popular? Like what's that like for you as an actor?
I'm going to be honest. I personally, at least before the show, was not the biggest horror fan.
Okay. Because
But
you got
now
scared or you just never had a chance to watch them?
I didn't want to go intentionally scare myself with something.
Okay.
But now I kind of see what you're saying on why this is all so popular.
Yeah.
I I still don't think it's the top genre I'm ever going to watch, but I'm definitely understanding why we have all these people
Mhm.
crowding over things. On the actor side, I can't compare it too much to acting in any other genre there would be.
Mhm.
Haven't done all too much of that. Done a little of the romantic drama in my day, but
Yeah,
not quite to
absolutely.
something.
Yeah, because you also did Turtles All the Way Down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's interesting then, because you did. I did ask you in the beginning of the interview, right? Was it scary to film certain scenes in Welcome to Derry, right? And like, how big does the preparation and mindset change compared depending on what the genre is? Because it is all storytelling at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think you're kind of onto it here. There is a lot more preparation, at least on this side, to get into any individual scene.
Yeah.
That may have been varying just because who was coaching. Like the main thing here was Ben Perkins, who was all the little guy's acting coach. He really had us get into we really had to get into the mindset of these characters so that we embody this fear, which is so much more visceral than what I was performing in all these other genres. So you really have to find something in your mind, and there is so much more process for every scene.
Absolutely. And what were the conversations like with Andy and Barbara about Matty's, storyline in episode 1 specifically, where, it starts with Matty, his kind of, disappearance is the focal point throughout the whole episode that leads to a lot of other things. Like, it's a Matty episode. Like, what are the conversations with them about that, like, specifically?
I remember talking to Andy a lot more about the character of Matty, and he's this applies to a lot of the show, but he was so passionately and zoned in on what this character was and how it changed. Like the thing with the pacifier, that was actually something he thought of by the time I got there that I don't believe was in the original version of it. But that's because he had this sort of evolving view of how this character works, which it got somewhere that I think a lot of people sympathized with by the time it released.
Absolutely. What would you say your favorite thing was to be on a show like this that is so cinematic? Like the cinematic, it's incredible. Like I remember just like watching the first scene of episode 1 where it's you in the movie theater and just being like, this is insane. Like this is so big and it's a TV show. What's it like being part of a cinematic television show?
There are a lot of points where the scale and sort of cinema of it are really nice and helpful to me as an actor. Like one that comes to mind is the actual car scene itself. And they have this whole thing on volume, which is they have this like LED screen around everything so we can actually see, which only they could really pull off with this cinema movie that they're making. And I feel like things like that really just let you get into the scene so much more.
Absolutely. And then, last quick question,
All right.
the theories are coming out from the fans, right?
Mm.
And I just kind of want to know, is it kind of just one of those things where like, is it overwhelming to kind of look at all the fan theories? Do you kind of let it like kind of do its thing and kind of not think about that? Like it's interesting, right? There's a lot of theories about Matty and like what's going to happen. Like, do you kind of just, are you interested in that or do you kind of just let it go from an acting perspective?
I am very interested in them. I haven't like consciously seeked too many out, but I have definitely stumbled upon all of these speculations about where he's going, who is this family in the car, what's all this.
Yeah.
And I think it's fun just to see how this show can make people think about what's going on. There's so much intrigue that they're managing to pull off. And eventually, maybe there might be a theory or two that's right.
Yeah,
Cannot confirm.
but there's so many theories about so
Oh,
many different characters, so it's crazy to see. That was crazy to see from like a viewer perspective. Miles is seeing
mhm.
all the theories after episode 1 about
Mm,
all the different characters. Like that's what was crazy about it. You know what I mean? Like there was a theory about
yeah.
every character, like that we met in episode 1. Which is amazing. And, episodes of It Welcome to Derry are going to be rolling out week to week on HBO Max, so they can check that out. And episode 1, Big Matty episode, they got to check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, Miles.
Thank you.
You did such a great job. So great to chat with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, nice talking.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this has been Pop Turn. YouTube.com/PopTurn for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Miles Ekhardt and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.